Hey, 5 reasons remote work will fail, and I guarantee you it'll fail. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to have to disagree with you, my guy. You don't really have a full understanding on the corporate life outside of car sales. All right, man. So check this out. Grant Cardone and said some off-the-wall shit again. And let me tell you what he's talking about. So he said that there's 5 reasons that remote work is going to fail. And I know all the corporate America people, at least a good bit of them, probably mad at that.
How the does that help, you greedy cocksuckers?
Because we had to do remote during COVID, and we learned that this is probably a better option. Now, one of the things he said was you can't create culture. That's the first reason. And while I may somewhat agree and disagree with that, some people don't create culture even when they in the office. Now, I will say the majority of people, we are, like to be around different humans. So being around people actually makes it a little bit better. But at the same time, whether somebody work remote or whether somebody be inside the house or outside the house or in the office, it's not going to determine the culture. It's just going to be based on person by person. The culture, you can have a good culture inside the company and people will still like to be to themselves. The second reason was he said that you can't predict what other team members want.
I need money.
And that's kind of a lie, because it don't matter whether you're remote, whether you are in the office or out the office, people lie. You never know what people want, so it doesn't really matter. Third one, unable to benefit from others' successes and from their failures. I understand where you're coming from this, because if somebody's doing something that you can physically see, then you can understand that you shouldn't do that in your line of work in the office. But if people actually had the courage to speak up about what they're actually messing up on and take accountability, whether it be in the office or out the office, then people can learn from everybody's mistakes and learn from the people who succeed in whatever job they're doing. Number 4, which is completely absurd, he said that it will require more meetings. I am not a big fan of meetings if they are not productive. You can have meetings last an hour, 2 hours, and the meetings be completely pointless nonsense. But with this number 4 saying that you'll need more meetings to talk about projects and etc. and see what's going on, you don't necessarily need that. You can send a message through IM. You can send a message on Outlook, through email, whatever email service you use, you can send it that way. Usually you should only have a meeting, in my opinion, if this is like a serious project and it's going to take more than one person to get on it, and you can't just explain everything through an email. And the last one is individualism. Now, while I kind of agree with the individualism thing, it does make sense, because a lot of people in this country of America, we like to work as an individual. It's very difficult that I see for people to work together. Some people do work together just fine, but some people like to do stuff on their own. And he said it could cause a culture that would be like, it's only for me. The people that are the top players, they think that they could do it on their own. And then the individuals that are not the top players, they feel like that they're left out and isolated. And some people feel like that even in the office, my guy. I would prefer that people do hybrid work. I wouldn't say things should be 100% remote. I do agree with that. I don't think even some companies that do have remote 100% are going to fail. Why is it that some companies, even to this day, have seen an increase in their productivity? I put up a slide right here with a bunch of different companies that you can see their productivity went up because they started working remote. Because you want to make sure that the people are okay in these companies. Whether you do remote or whether you don't do remote, you want to make sure, one, that the culture is good in or out the office, and then you want to make sure that the people are good and that the people are getting treated right. Because if the people not getting treated right, then your business is not going to prosper whether you be in or out the office. So it doesn't make a damn difference. So yeah, Grant, need you chill out, my guy. Need you chill out with your shenanigans.